11 Powerful Stoic Techniques to Safeguard Yourself from Toxic Individuals. I remember a moment, one that changed everything, when I found myself standing alone amid a swirling storm of chaos and negativity. It was early in the morning, the sky an ominous mix of dark clouds and streaks of light that hinted at hope, when I encountered a situation that challenged every fiber of my being. Toxic individuals, with their relentless cynicism and manipulative ways, had infiltrated my life. I felt overwhelmed, as if the weight of the world was pressing down on me. But in that very instant, as I took a deep breath and closed my eyes, I recalled the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, a wisdom that has guided countless souls through the tempests of life. I realized that within every storm lies an opportunity to cultivate inner strength and achieve a profound clarity of purpose. Today, I invite you on a journey, a transformative path where we explore 11 powerful Stoic techniques that can safeguard you from toxic individuals and help you reclaim your peace, resilience, and authentic self. I ask you to imagine for a moment, have you ever felt that your environment is so saturated with negativity that every encounter leaves you feeling diminished? Questioning your worth? I have been there, and it is precisely during these times that Stoic philosophy becomes a beacon of light. The first technique that I want to share with you is the profound practice of distinguishing what is within our control from what is not. In life, we are bombarded with external influences, much like waves crashing onto a rocky shore. Toxic individuals represent these relentless waves, but they only have power over you if you allow them to disturb your inner calm. I challenge you to pause and ask, what truly lies within my control? By acknowledging that our thoughts, values, and reactions are the realm where our true power resides, we liberate ourselves from the burden of trying to change the uncontrollable. This realization is liberating. It teaches us that by focusing on our internal dialogue and maintaining our personal virtue, we can shield ourselves from the corrosive influence of negativity. As we continue on this journey, the next technique beckons us to practice acceptance, a radical yet empowering idea. Acceptance does not mean resignation, rather, it is about recognizing that certain events or behaviors, such as the toxic actions of others, are beyond our command. When we learn to accept these external factors without judgment, we prevent them from infiltrating our inner world. I recall a time when a close friend was constantly embroiled in drama, their toxic energy seeping into every conversation. Instead of trying to change them, I began to practice acceptance. I reminded myself that while I could not control their behavior, I could control my response. This shift in perspective, inspired by the timeless lessons of Stoicism, allowed me to remain centered and unshaken. Can you, too, embrace acceptance as a way to preserve your peace? It is through acceptance that we conserve our emotional energy and redirect it toward growth and inner transformation. The third technique, and perhaps one of the most vital, is cultivating inner resilience through disciplined self-reflection. In our fast-paced modern lives, it is all too easy to lose sight of our inner purpose. I have found solace in the practice of nightly reflection, a time when I sit quietly, free from the distractions of the world, and review my actions and emotions. This introspection is not an exercise in self-criticism but a celebration of our journey toward self-improvement. It allows us to identify patterns where toxic influences might have seeped in and to recognize the moments when our inner virtues shone through despite adversity. I invite you to take a moment every day to ask yourself, how did I respond to the challenges today? And what can I learn from them? By cultivating this habit, we build an inner fortress that no amount of external negativity can breach. Our fourth technique is the transformative power of journaling, a practice cherished by both ancient Stoics and modern seekers of truth. When I first began writing down my thoughts, I discovered that the act of putting pen to paper was not merely a recording of events, but a process of deep self-discovery and healing. Journaling gives us the space to articulate our fears, our triumphs, and even our failures without judgment. It is in these pages that we can confront our emotions head-on, analyze the impact of toxic individuals on our lives, and, most importantly, chart a course for a more virtuous existence. If you ever feel overwhelmed by the negativity around you, I encourage you to start a journal. Ask yourself, what are the patterns emerging in my life? And how can I use this insight to foster resilience and inner strength? In doing so, You align yourself with a practice that has empowered countless individuals to overcome adversity. Moving forward, we delve into the fifth technique, mindful meditation and contemplation. In a world filled with distractions and noise, meditation is our sanctuary, a sacred pause that allows us to reconnect with our true selves. I vividly remember sitting by a quiet stream, the gentle murmur of water blending with the whisper of the wind, and feeling an overwhelming sense of clarity. In that moment, the toxic voices and incessant chatter of external influences faded away, leaving behind a serene awareness of the present. Through meditation, we learn to observe our thoughts without becoming entangled in them, a practice that is especially crucial when dealing with toxic individuals. Ask yourself, can I create moments of stillness amid the chaos? By incorporating mindfulness into our daily lives, we fortify our mental defenses and learn to respond with calm rationality rather than reactive emotion. The sixth Stoic technique involves embracing solitude, a practice that might seem counterintuitive in a society that values constant interaction. Yet, solitude offers us the opportunity to truly understand who we are beyond the labels and expectations imposed by others. I once embarked on a retreat into the wilderness, far from the clamor of everyday life, and discovered an unparalleled clarity about my own purpose and values. In solitude, we can examine the influences that shape us and determine which ones serve our growth and which ones are toxic. I encourage you to find a quiet space, even if only for a few minutes a day, and reflect on your true self. Ask, what do I cherish most? And how can I nurture these qualities without interference from those who bring negativity? It is in these moments of quiet introspection that our inner strength is nurtured and our resolve to live virtuously is solidified. As we journey deeper into the heart of Stoic wisdom, the seventh technique emerges, setting boundaries with toxic individuals. This is a practice that requires courage and self-respect. Boundaries are not walls built to isolate us, but rather a means of preserving our energy and protecting our inner sanctum. I have encountered many situations where I felt compelled to say no to behaviors that threatened my well-being. In doing so, I honored not only myself but also the principles of Stoicism, which teach us to live in accordance with nature and virtue. By establishing clear boundaries, we signal to others that we value our inner peace and refuse to be dragged into cycles of negativity. I challenge you to consider, what boundaries do I need to set in my life to ensure that my inner light remains untainted? This is a powerful step in reclaiming your power and steering clear of toxic influences. Eighth on our path is the cultivation of virtuous behavior and integrity, a hallmark of Stoic philosophy. When we choose to live virtuously, we are not simply reacting to external circumstances, we are actively creating an internal state of strength and purpose. I have learned that by embodying qualities such as honesty, courage, compassion, and wisdom, we build a reservoir of inner resources that no toxic individual can deplete. Virtue becomes our armor, a constant reminder that our worth is defined not by the opinions of others but by the integrity of our actions. I ask you, how can you infuse your daily interactions with virtue? Even when confronted by those who try to pull you down, embrace the idea that your actions, however small, contribute to a larger tapestry of personal excellence and resilience. In this way, you transform adversity into an opportunity for growth and self-empowerment. The ninth technique draws our attention to the understanding of impermanence, the realization that all things, even the most challenging circumstances, are transient. This concept, deeply rooted in Stoic thought, teaches us that the hardships imposed by toxic individuals are not permanent fixtures in our lives but passing clouds in an ever-changing sky. I recall a period when I was surrounded by constant negativity. It felt as though the storm would never cease. Yet, over time, I observed that the toxic energy slowly dissipated, replaced by new experiences and opportunities for growth. Embracing impermanence helps us maintain perspective, reminding us that both joy and sorrow are fleeting. I encourage you to reflect. Can you see the impermanent nature of the challenges you face? And does this realization empower you to move forward with greater determination? When we recognize that nothing lasts forever, we learn to cherish each moment and hold on to the hope that brighter days are always on the horizon. 10th, we turn our focus to the interconnectedness of all things, a principle that resonates deeply within Stoic philosophy. Every individual, every encounter, even the toxic ones, is part of a larger, intricate tapestry of life. Understanding that our lives are interwoven with those of others can be both humbling and enlightening. I have often marveled at how a single act of kindness or a moment of understanding can ripple through the lives of many, creating waves of positive change. Conversely, the negativity of toxic individuals can also affect the collective, but it is within our power to counterbalance that energy with our own virtuous actions. I invite you to contemplate, how do my actions contribute to the web of life? And how can I ensure that I am a force for good in a world that sometimes seems overwhelmed by toxicity? By recognizing our interconnectedness, we not only protect ourselves but also become catalysts for positive change, embodying the Stoic ideal of living harmoniously with nature and humanity. The 11th and final technique is to practice gratitude and celebrate the small victories that pave the way to inner strength. In the midst of adversity, it is often the little moments, those sparks of kindness, a quiet smile, a moment of clarity, that remind us of the beauty inherent in life. I have experienced times when, despite the presence of toxic influences, I found solace in expressing gratitude for the simplest things, a warm cup of tea, the sound of birdsong at dawn, or a kind word from a stranger. Gratitude shifts our perspective from one of scarcity and negativity to one of abundance and hope. It reinforces our resilience and reminds us that every challenge is an opportunity to grow. I urge you to take a moment each day to reflect on the positive aspects of your life. Ask yourself, what am I grateful for today? And how can this gratitude serve as a shield against the toxicity that seeks to undermine my peace? In celebrating these small victories, we build a strong foundation of inner joy and strength that can weather any storm. Throughout this journey, we have explored 11 powerful Stoic techniques that serve as both a shield and a guide when navigating the turbulent waters stirred by toxic individuals. Each technique is a stepping stone on the path to self-mastery, a reminder that we hold the power to shape our inner world, irrespective of the external chaos that may surround us. As we draw these insights together, I want you to remember that the essence of Stoicism is not found in the absence of adversity but in our ability to face it with unwavering resolve and quiet dignity. Every challenge, every negative encounter, is an invitation to practice our virtues, to refine our character, and to emerge stronger than before. Now, as we stand at this crossroads, I challenge you to reflect deeply on your own life. How often have you allowed the toxicity of others to dictate your emotional state? What if, instead, you chose to view each encounter as an opportunity to exercise your inner strength, to cultivate resilience, and to live with unwavering purpose? Imagine a life where you are no longer swayed by the opinions or behaviors of those who do not share your commitment to virtue. A life where your decisions are guided by the timeless principles of Stoicism, and your soul remains unburdened by the chaos around you. This is the promise of these 11 powerful Stoic techniques, a promise of liberation, of clarity, and of a profound inner peace that no toxic influence can ever diminish. I want you to visualize a moment of epiphany, a time when you realize that the key to true freedom lies not in controlling every external event but in mastering your own responses. Picture yourself walking confidently along a path lined with challenges, each step taken with the calm assurance that you have the wisdom of centuries to guide you. With each breath, you reaffirm your commitment to living a life defined by inner strength, resilience, and unwavering virtue. This is not a fanciful dream, but a tangible reality available to each of us through the diligent practice of Stoic principles. In sharing these insights with you, my hope is that you find inspiration to embark on your own journey toward self-empowerment. Let us together create a ripple effect, where every act of mindful reflection, every moment of acceptance, every boundary set with courage, contributes to a collective shift, a shift away from the destructive forces of toxicity and toward a community built on mutual respect, understanding, and genuine care. As you continue to practice these techniques, remember that the journey is as important as the destination. There will be days when the storm seems unyielding, when the voices of doubt and negativity are loud, but in those moments, draw upon the deep reservoir of Stoic wisdom that lies within you. I invite you now to take a moment to breathe deeply and center yourself. Reflect on the first technique, distinguishing what is within your control. Feel the strength that comes from focusing on your inner domain, where your thoughts, your actions, and your values reside. Recognize that while you cannot command the behavior of others, you can always choose how to respond. Let that awareness fill you with a sense of empowerment, a realization that no external force can rob you of your inner dignity. As you move forward, carry this awareness with you, like a torch that illuminates even the darkest corridors of doubt. And so, my friends, as we conclude this exploration of 11 powerful Stoic techniques to safeguard yourself from toxic individuals, I leave you with this final thought. Life is a series of moments, each offering us a choice, to be consumed by negativity or to rise above it with the clarity and fortitude of a Stoic. The path is not always easy, and the journey may be fraught with challenges, but every step taken with intention and virtue is a victory in itself. In the spirit of both ancient philosophy and modern resilience, let us pledge to transform adversity into opportunity, to use every setback as a lesson in strength, and to embrace the art of living with purpose and joy. As you reflect on these teachings, ask yourself, what small act of virtue can I perform today that will contribute to my inner strength? How can I use these Stoic techniques to not only shield myself from toxicity but to inspire others to seek the light in even the most challenging circumstances? Let these questions be your guide as you navigate the complexities of life, always remembering that you are the master of your own destiny. Together, we can build a life where the wisdom of Stoicism is not just an abstract idea, but a living, breathing practice that empowers us to overcome any obstacle. I stand before you as both a fellow traveler on this journey and a witness to the transformative power of these timeless techniques. The Stoic path is not about avoiding pain or adversity, it is about embracing them as catalysts for growth. Every hardship encountered, every toxic encounter, is an opportunity to refine our character and to strengthen our resolve. In this way, our lives become a testament to the power of inner strength, a strength that is unyielding in the face of chaos and radiant with the promise of a better tomorrow. So, as we move forward from this moment of shared insight, remember that you are never truly alone. We are all bound by the same desire to seek truth, to live virtuously, and to find peace amid the turmoil of everyday life. Let the teachings of Stoicism serve as your constant companion, a reminder that while the external world may be unpredictable and even hostile at times, the sanctuary of your inner self remains a fortress of calm and wisdom. Embrace these 11 powerful Stoic techniques, not as a set of rigid rules, but as a fluid, living guide that adapts to the ever-changing rhythms of your life. In closing, I want to leave you with a vision of a future where you stand tall, unbowed by the negativity that once sought to diminish you. Imagine waking up each day with a heart full of gratitude, a mind clear and focused on what truly matters, and a spirit that radiates resilience and calm. This is the life that awaits you when you commit to the Stoic way, a life where every challenge is met with the quiet confidence of someone who knows that their true power lies within. I invite you to join me in this pursuit of excellence, to share these insights with those you love, and to create a community where the values of courage, wisdom, and inner peace reign supreme. Together, let us turn every encounter with toxic individuals into a lesson, every moment of adversity into an opportunity, and every breath into a celebration of our unwavering resolve. The Stoic path is one of constant growth and transformation, and as we walk it, we become living examples of resilience and hope. Thank you for joining me on this journey, for daring to question, to reflect, and to rise above the chaos. Remember, the strength of your character is not determined by the absence of challenges, but by your ability to face them head-on, armed with the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and the unyielding power of your own spirit. Now, go forth with courage, knowing that every step you take in alignment with these powerful techniques brings you closer to a life of true freedom, inner peace, and unbreakable resilience. Let this be your legacy, a life defined by mindful reflection, virtuous action, and the unshakable belief that you, and you alone, hold the power to transform adversity into triumph.